How's it going, everyone? David from DoD Media. Today I want to do a little product review for an item that I bought recently, which I think is pretty damn rugged. It's pretty damn indestructible, actually. It's very cheap and it's incredibly invaluable. It is, of course, the SmallRig friction arm. Now, it's not my first time buying from SmallRig. The cage that actually surrounds the A6500 is by SmallRig as well. And I really like the quality of the products they make. They're not the cheapest, they're not super expensive either. They're kind of, I'd say, middle range in terms of price for, for grip gear that you can get for your camera. This, however, I was very surprised by how cheap it was. Now, the reason I got this is because I wanted to stop using the little Rode Video microphone that I've got on top of the cage there, which is kind of the vlogging lens, but for these more established setup, sit down, address to camera things for tutorials, for reviews, for giveaways, for that kind of thing in the studio, I actually wanted to have a little bit of a cleaner audio setup. And I had my old Rode Video mic, which is a shotgun mic, just kicking around, not being used. So I thought, why don't I make that an overhead system? However, I didn't have a boom for it. I didn't want to make a boom for it. I didn't want to clamp it to a light stand because it's just extra faff and it's extra setup time and extra put away time and all that. And I couldn't be arsed with that. And I thought, well, the camera's on the tripod. I've got a magic arm sticking out there that has the monitor on it. So why not get another magic arm or friction arm, whatever you want to call them, which I could have at a sort of 11-inch extension like this, and just have that sitting over the camera, pointing down at an angle so that the shotgun mic would be coming down to pick up my mouth. That way I wouldn't get any interference from the lens, I wouldn't get any kind of extra noise because of that little mic being, it's not great for distance. You need to be really close to it to get good quality from it. However, the shotgun mic, it's perfect. It can be a foot away, it can be 2 feet away, it can be 3 feet away, it doesn't matter. And as long as it's kind of pointing down in the direction of my mouth, I'm gonna get really clean, crisp audio. And so I did the first thing that everyone does. I went online and I looked for the cheapest thing that I could find. And I had bought one before, which was roughly the same price. I think it was £12 in the UK. And it's good. It's what's holding the monitor right now. It's good, but it's not perfect. And I think part of the reason for that is that it uses a lot of plastic parts. So especially the tightening cog that's on there to really wedge that monitor on there. It's the thread from taking it off, taking it on again repeatedly and packing down and setting up. It's just worn through and it's shred through the thread of the actual little cog. And so I was reluctant to get the cheapest thing again, but actually I saw this and I know SmallRig, I trust SmallRig because I've used their stuff before, as I've mentioned, and the quality is perfect. It's sturdy as hell. I mean, this thing is super flexible in every direction you need, but the second you tie this down, make that nice and tight, that is not going anywhere. I mean, I could happily have the camera just kind of held on this arm like that and vlog with that instead of putting it on the GorillaPod. That's how confident I am in this thing. Not that that would be the most comfortable setup, which is why I would use the GorillaPod, but nonetheless, I would trust in its sturdiness. So yeah, I don't know how much more there is to say about a friction arm, to be honest, but if you're in the market for one, and you don't want to spend big bucks on the Manfrotto one, but you do want something that you can trust in because it's, sturdy and well built, you could definitely check out this guy. And yeah, I just recommend that anyone who shoots stuff, shoots video, get one of these because it's so versatile. You can use it for so many things. You don't even need a camera cage, actually. I have a little clamp here, which means you can just clamp it to your tripod arm or tripod leg or like anything that you want to clamp it to, and you just get that extra bit of flexibility out of whatever you're trying to secure. So there you go. There's a link in the description if you're interested. Thanks for watching. Leave a comment in the comments section. Give it a thumbs up if you like what you saw. Subscribe to get more videos and reviews and tutorials and giveaways and everything from me at DoD Media. Look at that. See you in the next video. It is, of course, backwards.